Oh, we're getting this guy. No, we got to flashbang this guy. All right. He doesn't see us yet. Okay, ready? Get out your flashbang. Okay, get out. All right, here we go. He's not dead. He's not dead. Get him. Get him. Oh, I hit him in the kneecaps. All right. Here, let's get this guy.
Pretty good.
Got him. It still bounces. It doesn't even stop with the guy. It keeps bouncing. Like, what? All right, where's... Oh, dirt bike, dude. Dirt bike. Oh. Watch this. He doesn't see us. He doesn't see me, dude. He doesn't see me. I'm going to flashbang him first. Okay, first flashbang out. All right, second one. We're going to get a second one. We're going to complete the trifecta. I killed him with it. What? Oh my god, these flashbangs are so much fun.
Hello guys, my name is Russian Badger, and it's time to talk about the Ace 21 CQB, or as I call it, the MLG Pro Spray Cannon. It's pretty easy to use, but in general, I love it. Now beyond that, I'd like to start out briefly. I know you guys are not a huge fan of shoutouts like, yo dog, shout out to my cousin Lucretia in Detroit City. I know a lot of you are not really all that fond of those types of things, but I have to say, a special thank you to a gentleman by the name of Edgar. I don't even know his full name, but believe me, I know that he exists. I know that he is who he says he is in terms of I have tons of verifications and timestamps and everything else. But essentially, this is the story. This guy, he hit me up on YouTube via message and he said, you want a free graphics card? And I thought he was pulling my leg. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, send me a free graphics card. Meow, meow, meow. And it turns out his situation was he has this like swag money million job in the finance industry, and he's basically like a real life Patrick Bateman, but not in murders and executions. And he sent me a free 780. Yeah, I thought he was yanking my chain, but he sent me a straight up prime condition 780 because I guess his situation is that he upgraded from the multiple 780s to multiple 780 Ti's to multiple GTX Titans. So you know that this guy is not fooling around in terms of his computer components, and he gave it to me for free. So I'd like to say a special thank you to him because now the quality is increased, and also too I can have so much the frame rates, dude. The frame rates. I'm not gonna say it's a monstrosity of change, like it's not this huge change from the 770, but I definitely do notice a significant increase in terms of the quality that I can play at in terms of frame rate. So I want to say very special thanks to Edgar. And beyond that, I don't know how this happened, alright? Like 13 tickets left on this first base. We got B somehow, and then it turns out with like, I want to say like 2 tickets left, we somehow get A. And it is a nail biter. And I can't say that I wasn't kind of cheesing the other team by using the Ace 21 CQB, but we'll get to that in due time. Now, the reason that I chose to use the Ace 21 CQB was that I was watching, I think it was DreamHack with Fnatic and all those, you know, all those MLG Pro, not necessarily MLG Pro, but professional teams, as in, yo dog, I do this for a living, and a lot of them were using the Ace 21 CQB, so I decided to try it out for myself. Yeah, so 2 tickets, we got A armed. Somehow, I don't know what kind of invincible RoboCop managed to squeeze his way in there. 180 gets styled on, kid. I think that kid's taking some kind of lessons from Trevor or something else, because you should not be in a stationary position, especially when I got that Sraw dog. And I thought everybody was gone. I thought this whole base was in the bag, so I start to run away. Kia screams is like, not no, man. There's still guys on the objective, and double kill. Hashtag swag. All right. Beyond that, I'd like to say that, seriously, I don't think I could have taken this base without the Ace 21 CQB, because I know there is a lot of hate towards the Ace weapons in general. I don't know if it's necessarily an M16 syndrome, but I think that all of these sort of easy button or easy mode weapons will always be frowned upon in terms of Battlefield. I know a lot of players hold that similar opinion, but essentially, I don't want to bust out a 90s phrase because I know it's almost 2014, but the way that I think about it, like my Austin Powers antiquated brain just thinks all that in a bag of potato chips, dog. If you know what I'm saying, like just because it's so similar in terms of its characteristics to so many other carbines or all kit weapons, but it has those extra 5 shots in a total magazine capacity, so it's so wonderful to play. Now granted, I can't say that it's going to save you when you try to arm objectives like Mission Impossible Tom Cruise and then get shot in the face on a bridge, but I can tell you in general, it's very, very easy to use and it's very effective in a lot of different ways. This guy. Come on, Carl. Why is your name BFBC Brochacho? Although I do approve of your name slightly, I think your pistol skills need work. I mean, granted, I guess that's not exactly a fair fight because I was using the shorty and you were using a pistol, but whatever, you still got blasted in the face. Now, the Ace 21, in general, is just like a lot of the other carbines. And what I mean by that is, yo man, it's not going to perform very well in terms of longer ranges. You're going to see on this rooftop here, there's so many instances where you are looking at exactly what I'm looking at and you're saying to yourself, that's a lot of hit markers and that guy has not died yet. And that's because just like the other carbines, what it has 25 maximum damage and 15.4 minimum damage. So obviously if I'm shooting this guy in the face here, come on Carl, it's going to be 25 damage. But if I'm shooting at these guys on the other end of the rooftops over here, it's going to be 15.4 damage. And yeah, you're going to notice just so many hit markers, no kills. It's something that does plague a lot of the carbines, but at the same time, I understand that that is not necessarily what they're designed for. Not only are they sort of catered towards close quarters and being, I don't want to say necessarily a jack of all trades because that's not true, because beyond medium range you're just going to get shot in the face by any sort of assault rifle, but in general they're versatile because you can use them with all the different kits. Although Kia says that it's blasphemy for me to use a carbine with the assault class, but my heals, my med kit, and my defibs, alright? That's all I'm going to say. And the reason that I do like it so much is that it's enough to get you by in close quarters. So for example, if Carl's running around here, good morning Carl, he's going to still get shot in the face because in terms of CQB with the Ace 21, it's a level playing field, if that makes any sort of sense at all. What I mean by that is, there's so many other weapons that kill in a similar time, you know, between that I want to say like 650 to 800 range. Oftentimes, you're just going to go toe-to-toe with them, and you can usually win if you get the jump on the guy. But it's more of a level playing field in terms of close quarters. It's not like an A91 or an ACWR or like an SG553 or a FAMAS or those types of weapons where you can react later than the opponent that you're shooting at in close quarters battle and still beat him. So I'd say it's a level playing field, but it's not like it's going to make up for your lack of skill in close quarters like the FAMAS can. You guys know what I'm talking about with the FAMAS, right? Like, it can make up for a lack of skill. Like, you react way later than that guy, but because he's firing at like 650 rounds per minute and you've got 1,000, and peekaboo, that guy did not notice that there's some sort of a window opening there. He was not really very knowledgeable about that particular part of the terrain. But you guys know what I'm talking about in terms of the FAMAS. Like, you can react way late if the other guy's using like a 650 rounds per minute weapon and you're using 1,000 rounds per minute, you can react like a half second later and still kill him just because of the raw killing power of the FAMAS. But that's basically what it boils down to in terms of the Ace 21, is that it's not going to win your gunfights for you, but it will definitely keep you on a level playing field in terms of close quarters. And yet again, it's always going to be handy to have those extra 5 rounds in terms of your capacity, because it's 36 is better than 31, at least in my personal opinion. Now granted, it's not going to stop my adolescent reload. And check this out, ready? Oh god, that's so good. Like, that happens to me so often. Anytime I want to ride in the lav, especially when I'm doing very well, it turns into like, oh, I'm just like, I'm going to totally bypass you and go directly towards the objective with one person in my lav and then get blown up. And then, of course, as soon as they have, you know, on the intercom, they'll say, hey, get in my ride, bro. It's like, yeah, you're on fire. You're about to explode. That's exactly what happened there. And I think in terms of this last base, I still think the Ace 21 performed for me very well, but it's just the matter of the water. That's it. It's just the water, and that's the most difficult part about the last base once the whole flood zone levolution thing comes into play. So essentially why I think that's so difficult, and this kid got styled on, alright? I went up to the rib boat, got in the rib boat, pressed F2, somehow got this guy, and got out without dying. I don't know how that happened. Now granted, I have 1 health left. If I like trip and skin my knee, I'm pretty much just gonna die of some kind of hemorrhage. But yeah, I still got shot in the face around the corner. Nobody knows how that works, but I just think this last base of Flood Zone is just plagued because of the actual modes of transportation. If you have nobody that is allowing anybody else into the lav, like they're using it as their own private SUV vehicle, yeah, I mean, it's seat 6, bro, but only 1 person is riding in it, and you're forcing all of your teammates to swim to this last parking structure here. It just takes you too long to actually get to the objectives, and your tickets are too low by the time you have your entire team forward. So essentially, I just think the forcing of your entire team to have water as transportation, you're just gonna have to Michael Phelps your way over to the objectives, is what plagues this last base and what makes it so difficult. So we got 5 out of the 6 objectives, but obviously that does not earn you a win. So I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching. I really enjoyed using the Ace 21 CQB. If you guys have any recommendations in terms of, hey man, you best be using this before I don't know, rub sand in my dead little eyes. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are not a huge fan of the lowest common denominator of humor is what a lot of you called it in terms of the Suave video with the Archer reference, but whatever. If you want to see a specific class loadout or something along those lines, if you want a theme like, yo dog, the Metal Gear Solid class, meow meow meow, tell me. I'm happy to implement it. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Auf Wiedersehen und bis bald und see you.
Whoa, what's going on with your... What? Why is that white? What the... What? Looks like you're just blazing this, like, gigantic white flame. Like it's a like, what is that? What did you do? It honestly looks like you are either just blazing it really hardcore, extremely hardcore, or you look like you're trying to burn a hole in your face with, like, some kind of torch.
Smoke weed every day.